Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. My name is Aulia Zahrawati and I'm from M.Sc English Academic Purpose and my student number is 555122061. And here's my partner.
Hello everyone, my name is Sasi Nurul Falah and I'm also from English Academic Purpose 7C and my student number is 555122000 and 3. And the first part, we will going to doing English speaking test, and the first part is about food and cooking. Okay, the first question is, what sort of food do you like eating the most?
So my go-to food that I like eating most is just basically just rice and chicken, and usually rice and grilled chicken or rice and creamy chicken, and of course with the green chili sambal. And why I like eating that? Because that's just simple food and that's enough for me.
Okay. The second question is, who normally does the cooking in your home?
Actually, it depends. On Sunday, it's usually my mom who cooks. She only cooks on Sunday because she works on the other days. But on weekdays, we rarely have home cooked meal because we usually buy food from the outside. But if I'm not feeling lazy, I will do cooking something for myself using whatever that ingredients that are available in the fridge.
Okay. And do you watch cookery programs on TV?
Sometimes I watch cooking show when I turn on the TV, but honestly I rarely watch the TV. But if I watch the TV, I will the cooking show that I will watch is maybe MasterChef or the program show that in the morning with the chef named Rudy Hoirudin. Besides cooking show on TV, I mostly watch cooking content on Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube.
Okay. In general, do you prefer eating out or eating at home?
In general, I definitely prefer eating at home because it's a lot cheaper and budget friendly, but it really depends on what I'm craving. Like if it's something that complicated to make at home, then I will prefer to eat out of home.
Okay. And we are going to do the second part is about food, and describe most food from your hometown or country. And you can say what it looks like, what it tastes like, and when and how it usually eaten, and why do you think it's most famous?
Okay, so basically my hometown is Purwokerto. I am from Purwokerto, so a famous food from Purwokerto is soto Sokaraja. It's a traditional soup, basically, like quite unique compared to the other type of soto in Indonesia. Visually, it looks like a bowl of clear broth filled with the shredded chicken, rice noodle, and bean sprout, and a pieces of ketupat. But on top of that, it's usually garnished with fried shallots and chopped celery, like that. But what really makes the difference from the other type of soto in Indonesia, that soto Sokaraja stand out with the reddish brown peanut sauce. So that peanut sauce mixed into the broth and giving it richer color and thicker texture than regular soto. Okay, so the taste is very light but savory and sweet at the same time. So when sambal is added, it becomes nice of balance of spicy, sweet, and savory. It usually eaten as a main meal like breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or on special occasion like Idul Fitri. So we usually make the soto Sokaraja. I think soto Sokaraja is famous because of its unique peanut sauce, like not the other type soto in Indonesia. So which is not commonly found in other Indonesia soto varieties.
And we going to begin the part 3. And the first question is, what is the importance of friends?
In my opinion, the most important thing in a friendship or in a friend is being able to truly connect with each other. And besides that, trust and understanding are also essential since every friend comes from a different background and thinks in their own way. It's normal to have differences. But if we can understand each other, build mutual trust, that's what keep a friendship strong and long lasting.
Uh, would you like to have a few very good friends or a lot of just friends?
In my opinion, I prefer having just a few very good friends. I enjoy hanging out with them and doing live updates about what's going on in each other's life. That way, I have someone to talk to, and they also have someone to share their stories with, and we become a safe space for one another, and where we can talk comfortably and completely honest.
If you had a problem, would you go to your friends or family and why?
Honestly, when I have problem, usually I talk to both of my friends or my family, but it really depends on the what problem it is. Because not every issue that something I can share with both of side. For example, if I have problem with my high school friends, I usually talk to my mom or I share it with my college friend or my junior high school friends like that. But when it comes to family issues, sometimes I talk to my friend, but sometimes I don't because I'm not the type of person who likes to share family stories with them. But what's certain is that whenever I have problem, I usually feel the need to talk to someone to release my emotions.
And do you think it is always better to talk to your friends about such a problem?
Yes, I do feel better sometimes when I share my problems with my friends, but there are also times when after I talking about it, I feel like I overshare. That's why nowadays, whenever I have a problem, I think carefully about whether I should talk about it or not, just to avoid oversharing unnecessarily.
The last question is, it is important to have friends from other countries.
In my opinion, having friends from other countries isn't really about important or not important. Because not everyone has the privilege to make friends with people from abroad. But if you do have international friends, I think it's really great thing because you get to share stories about your countries and learn about each other's culture and daily lives, and it will open your mind and helps you see the world from a different perspective.
Thank you so much for the answer. And this is the end of our IELTS English IELTS speaking test for part one until the part. Thank you so much.
And now we will switch the role. I will be the examiner and Sasi will be the examinee. So the first part is Sasi choose friends. So the first question is how often do you go out with friends and tell me why the reason.
These days, I don't go out with my friends very often because we all have different schedules, and it's quite difficult to find a time that works for everyone.
Mm. So the second question is tell me about your best friend at school.
I don't really have a best friend at my campus right now, but I do have a best friend from my school years. Two of them have been with me since elementary school, and another one I met in high school. We're still close because we share the same humor and personality, so it's always easy for us to get along.
Yes. So the third question is how friendly are you with your neighbors and why is it?
I wouldn't say I'm very friendly with my neighbors, especially the older ones, because I can be shy and sometimes I don't feel confident to starting a conversation. But I do get along well with my neighbors who are around my age, and we talk from time to time.
So and the last question of friends is which is more important to you between friends or family?
Both are important to me, but family come first because they've always been the main source of support in my life and the people I rely on the most.
Okay, so family is the first come to your mind. Okay, the speaking part two, you chose about city. So describe your favorite city or a city you have visited that you like very much, and what is the name of the city and where it is, and when you visit the city and why you like it.
The city I've visited that I really like is Bangkok, which is the capital city of Thailand, and it's located not too far from Indonesia, so traveling there felt quite easy and familiar. I visited Bangkok in February last year, and that trip felt left a strong impression on me. And one of the main reason I like Bangkok so much was the overall atmosphere of the city. And in some ways, it actually reminded me of Jakarta, especially the busy traffic and the tall modern buildings. But at the same time, it has a very different tone and vibe. The street felt more organized, the city had a brighter feeling, and there was a unique balance between modern life and the traditional culture. That contrast made the experience really enjoyable for me. And another thing I appreciated was the city landscape. Bangkok has a mix of rivers, bridges, and colorful streets that make the whole city feel lively. I really enjoyed just walking around and noticing the small details like the street markets, the food stall, and the way people interacted. As the major attraction, Bangkok is more famous for its shopping malls, which are huge and very diverse. You can find anything from high-end brands to local handmade products. They're also well designed, so they're comfortable to explore even for a whole day. And but the most iconic attraction are definitely the temples, such as Wat Arun and Wat Po. They're beautifully decorated and full of history, and visiting them gave me a deeper appreciation for Thai culture. Overall, Bangkok gave me mixed familiarity and freshness. It felt similar to Jakarta in some aspect, but also very different in ways that made the trip exciting, and that's why it became one of my favorite cities to visit.
That's great. That's a nice city and not too far from Indonesia, right? Yes. Okay, so the speaking part three is you choose food. Okay. So the first question is what are the types of food that people eat in your country?
Okay. In my country, rice is the main staple of food, which is common in many Asian countries. There even a popular saying here, if you haven't eaten rice, then you haven't really eaten. So most meals are centered around rice, usually served with vegetables, meat, or traditional dishes like fried chicken, soup, or noodles.
Okay, so the second question is what about foreign food? Like, what kind of foreign food that are popular in your country?
I think Korean food is extremely popular, especially because K-pop and K-dramas have a huge influence here. Many Korean-style restaurants have opened in the past few years. Beside Korean food, Japanese dishes like ramen and sushi are also very popular among young people.
Food and Korean food that popular in your country? Yes. Okay, the third question is in your country, is it important to have a meal together with your family?
I think it depends. We don't really have a strong family dinner culture like in US. So eating together every day isn't something most families consider essential. However, during special occasions like birthdays, gatherings, or when eating out at restaurant, having a meal together become important because it strengthens family connections.
Mhm. The fourth question is what about food? Is it better than in the past?
I'm not completely sure because I'm quite a picky eater, but I think food today is more diverse and easier to access compared to the past. We have more international option and more modern ways of preparing food, although traditional dishes are still appreciated.
Right. And next question is about diet and eating habits. Like, do you think diet is important?
It depends on the situation because if someone feels unwell or unhealthy recently, then paying attention to their diet becomes very important. But in general, having a healthy diet is helpful because it affects energy levels, mood, and long-term health.
Uh, the next question is, what is about balanced diet? Do you know balanced diet?
I think a balanced diet basically means eating the right amount of different type of food. For example, having enough protein, vegetables, fruit, carbohydrates, and healthy fats. It's not about avoiding food completely, but making sure the portions support our health and energy.
Balance the food, right? And the next question is, how are the eating habits now in your country different from eating habits in the past?
Eating habits today are more modern and convenient. People eat out more often, order food online, and try many foreign dishes. In the past, people mostly ate made meals and traditional food. So now the variety is wider, but sometimes the food is also less healthy because of fast food and processed snacks.
And the last question is about how might eating habits change in the coming decades?
I think people might more become health conscious because information about nutrition is easier access to now. At the same time, technology may change how we get food, maybe more deliver service, more ready to eat meals, or whole food made with new methods like plant-based products. But traditional food will probably stay because it's part of our culture.
Thank you, Sasi, for your answer and for participating the in Ielts. Okay, thank you everyone.
Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.